Hey Chad. Today was an interesting day at work. Um, my bad. Get the young counter started. I look tired for real, but today was an interesting day at work, right? Really, the vibe was off overall. Really, also just stayed quiet, stayed to myself today. Really, had music going on in my glasses and whatnot. I got my stuff done. I'm there to get a check, not make friends, and whatnot. But what's it called? So yeah, so apparently some lady lost her kid, right? I didn't know this though. Like I'm over here, I'm doing my job, whatever. I see the security people, like they're acting like the undercover security, they're acting real weird, and I'm like, what's going on? And I walk around there, and then I see a cop. So I walk up to these girls, say, yo, what's going on? And whatever, they're like, oh yeah, this, that, whatever. Somebody just stole some major shit. I'm like, what? And they tell me, yeah, this lady lost her kid and whatnot and whatever. How do you lose your kid? So I go talk with another coworker. Whatever. She's like, Mira, you saw the lady, whatever. And then she was like, pero like, how do you lose your kid and whatnot? And she was like, and after they found the kid got whooped. How you finna lose your kid and then beat your kid for getting lost, bro? That's on you, the parent. Why are you, as the parent, not watching your own child? Bro, parents these days have gotten so soft for real. Like, what's it called? They probably don't even beat, like, well, for the right reasons. Like, they don't discipline their kids anymore, right? I'm not talking about child abuse. I'm talking about just, like, plain old ass whooping. Like, when you were being bad or whatever, they're like, fun. This, that. Like, parents probably don't even do that no more. They probably just hit their kids to hit them, honestly. But she's like, yeah, bendito, yeah. So like, how are you not gonna realize you lost your kid? And they're gonna beat your kid after he got found. And then apart from that, the whole cop situation. I don't know if it's related to it, but apparently some lady got slammed against the wall. I didn't see it. I wish I was there to see it. But yeah, apparently some lady got slammed against the wall, and apparently that might be tied or not with like this high ticket item theft thing that went on. And yeah. Then right, I go to my lunch. Time on my lunch went by really slow, so I only took a 30 because I was like, I'm not gonna sit here for a whole hour and have time. Boom, boom, boom. It was enough time to eat and whatnot. So my bad, shit. There was another one. But yeah, I'm tired. It's like 10:30 basically, and I gotta brush my teeth. I'm not gonna do that again, but I gotta brush my teeth and whatnot, and then go to sleep because I work at 10 tomorrow. I work in 12 hours, and less than 12 hours. I work in 11 hours and 30 minutes. Anyways, yeah. So then I'm doing my thing. I'm walking around. I see my coworker Vanessa. She's on the other side. I hear a bam, a boom, right? Ketchup bottles, kids. I'm assuming this kid just like dropped the bottle, like made the bottle fall, whatnot, whatever, right? Vanessa goes over, looks at it. She's like, and I look down on the ground, and I go to the bottles. I'm like, oh, they're glass. She's like, mm-hmm. And we're just there trying not to burst out laughing in front of the dad, right? But hear me out, right? Dad sees his kid is messing with stuff. Kid drops ketchup bottle. Well, he doesn't even drop the ketchup bottle. He makes the ketchup bottle fall. Ketchup bottle breaks. Ketchup on the ground. Normal parent would discipline their kid. No, he just took his toy and kept on pushing. But you lose your child. Like this is where I'm like, make it make sense, right? Your kid breaks a ketchup bottle, you take his toy, keep going, keep pushing. You lose your own kid. You find him and then you beat him for it. Make it make sense. I don't know, Chad. That's pretty much it for today. That's pretty much it for today. Oh, actually, wait, no, I lied, right? So like I said, like the vibes were off today, whatnot, right? First customer I had to deal with today. What was I getting? Cat food. I was getting cat food. And this lady walks up on me, right? I have my glasses on. I have music on. I didn't even hear her talking at first, and then she's over here like, "Excuse me, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Excuse me." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Do you know where do you have what's it called?" Because I'm trying to word it the exact way she worded it, but I forgot. But you know how they always ask you the questions as if you knew exactly where everything is? She said sandpaper for bird cages. Like, lady, if you don't go down the street and grab some newspaper and put that... If you don't go down the street, grab some newspaper and put that in the cage. But you know what? She wants sandpaper. I searched up sandpaper for her. Right? It takes a minute to load. My app was being buggy. Sandpaper. I-20. Right? She's like, "You said 21? We're in J right now." Right? I said, "No, I-20. Right? He's like, "Okay." She leaves. I turn around, turn to go down. "What did you say again?" I-20. Right? I go, come back, and then I gotta go outside. I'm coming back inside from outside. "Did you say I-20 or Y-20? I-20. I went to I-20 and that's not... It told me I-20. That's where it is. I can't with people, dog. You know, people say there's no stupid questions. How many times do you need me to repeat to you that I said I-20? Alright, that's pretty much it, chat. That was first, and then everything else kind of happened and whatnot. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.